Shalini from Lettuce Book. In case you haven't heard of us, we are one of the best event and facility booking applications in India. Today, I'm going to show you an exciting feature offered by Lettuce Book, one that has never before been seen on any online booking site for facilities. It's a smart way to meet new players and to challenge your playing skills in a given sport. It's called dynamic pooling. In dynamic pooling, you first see a diagrammatic representation of the playing field. To pool, you drag and drop your image from outside the field to inside, and to unpool, the other way around. It's that simple. Let's see how it works. Let us assume Mr. John, a badminton player, logs into Lettuce Book to pool in a facility. What you see is a badminton court with its pooling settings done for John. He wants to play non-mixed doubles, so he is going to pool in the fourth box. The pooling fee is deducted from his wallet and his share of the facility fee is withheld. Now, he wants to pool for the non-mixed singles also. Since he is now pooled in singles, his share of the facility fee is increased. He also wants to try out for the mixed singles. So, he pooled in the third box too. Since he has already pooled in singles, no more of his money is withheld. Now, Mrs. Danya, who wants to play badminton and is looking for pooling, stumbled across the pooling made by Mr. John. This is how the pooling diagram looks for Mrs. Danya. She is looking for mixed singles. Lucky her. She pooled in the third box where John is already pooled. She has paid the pooling fee and her share of the facility fee is withheld. Now, since the team is formed, the reservation is made immediately on the third box and John's and Danya's wallets are deducted with their share of the facility fee. The facility owner receives the facility fee in his wallet. That's basically how public pooling works. Pretty simple, huh? Now, let's take a look at hosting. In hosting, a player first books a session in a facility and then hosts it as either public or private. The difference between hosting and public pooling is that in hosting, the pooling happens after a booking, whereas in public pooling, pooling happens before booking. Let us assume our John now wants to hold a private hosting. He goes to Lettuce Book and reserves a session and hosts it as private. John's pooling setup looks like this. In his profile, he has mentioned that he does not want to play mixed singles, and that is why the third box has not been made available in addition to the second and fifth boxes. As you can understand, since John is a male, the female-only singles and female-only double boxes are made unavailable for pooling anyway. Since John's is a private hosting, only his play pals can pool in the session. Now, the team is formed and the player's share of the facility fee is transferred from the wallets to John's wallet. Suppose John hosts the match as public. Anyone can pool for the session. Now, the team is formed and the money is transferred from the players' wallets to John's wallet in the same way as it does in private pooling. Now that we have understood pooling and hosting, let's look into their various advantages and features. Advantages of pooling. Pooling helps players to meet new players. Pooling eliminates the cash transactions between players through the automatic transfer of the money among wallets. Pooling eliminates chatting with one another to know each other's availability. Pooling limits the loss of money for the host. Pooling helps to achieve greater facility utilization. Pooling eliminates the cash transaction between players through the use of the money transfer feature for the add-ons they share. Features. Players can withdraw from a pooling at any time. In the 2 and 4 player games, players can withdraw from specific slots also. The host can cancel a pooling at any time. All the co-players will get their money back in their wallets. If the slots are already pooled, players can waitlist. If one of the pool players withdraws, the slot is filled with new players from the waitlist. Money is not deducted from the players' wallets until the team is formed. When the unfilled public pooling gets booked, pooling is automatically cancelled. So, the facility need not worry about a session going unused. Players can specify a minimum time notice they require before the team is formed. The player will not be considered for the team if the time he specified is passed. Any refund is shared equally amongst all players. After the match is over, players can rate one another. Players' info and ratings help other players to decide whether or not to pool with a particular player. Pooling can be enabled for all kinds of sports. In 2 and 4 player games, gender-based pooling is enabled. This is a nice feature to meet players from the opposite gender. Conditions: you must first sign up with Let Us Book and then select the facility in which you wish to pool. The facility must enable public pooling and hosting in their facilities. Player wallet must have sufficient money to pool. Feeling excited? Well, what are you waiting for? Sign up today and start enjoying this amazing feature at a facility near you. There's no better way to meet new players and friends in your area than through dynamic pooling. We haven't covered all the details of pooling here. If you want to know about those nitty-gritty details of pooling, go on to read our documentation on pooling. You may wonder about the extent to which we have gone to make the pooling work. Have questions? Feel free to contact us at Let Us Book. Bye now!